mastermind. So I thought what we'd do is go through a little bit of traffic, because I know quite a few people are still having a few problems with their traffic sources and things such as this. So what I want to go through, I'll just check that I've actually got my screen on, because we are actually live, as opposed to not being live when I just repost stuff. Right. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask us. Obviously, we're here to answer any questions that we've got. So what I've done is I've put a couple of slides together, and this is just going to be about how to actually get a lot more traffic to your offers. Now, this is obviously the building stages, quite easily building stages. So this is where we're going to start with your Facebook page. The reason why we're starting with your Facebook page is because you're allowed more followers. Now, if you go into your Facebook personal profile, really, technically, you're not allowed to advertise on your Facebook profile, and you're only allowed 5,000 followers. Now, I don't know about you, but I want to sell an awful lot more than 5,000, right? So Facebook page is really important. Now, I'm actually banned from Facebook ads. So if you're going to be using Facebook, then please use the ads as well. I'm going to show you a way just to boost it so you start getting known, because what we have to do is we have to build your credibility up, because like I say, your offer is not just your product. We're building up credibility so we can have a list. And once we get that list, we can then have everything that you ever want, because we're going to build the list perfectly. So I'm going to share the screen, and I'm going to jump into, I've done some slide keepers, right? Just so I don't lose my way, which is quite often happens. So we're just going to go through the slides, and I'm just going to explain it all to you a little bit. So hopefully by now you've already got your page, you've got your product, you've got the different things that you're going to advertise. So if you haven't got a product of your own, then your affiliate product, so such as ChatAmmo, hopefully. And also with Groove now doing the relaunch, really important. This is where we really need to start building up your followers, building up your lists, because this is where you can go out and start selling Groove. Now, from what I've heard, Groove's gone 2,400. If you're getting 40% of that and your downline of a further 10%, you want to be showing your downline exactly how to go out and get this money, and yourself getting this money. I don't want anybody in this group to sort of fail at Groove. Now, remember, we've got the chatbots that's already built for Groove, and I'm going to show you the way that we can actually advertise the chatbots and Groove. So I've also just put a video ad up on YouTube as well, which will be going live pretty shortly. That's just been done this morning, and I'm just targeting Groove users right now. There is a way I'm going to particularly go out and do my Groove advertising. What I'm going to do is I'm going to offer them my software for free for a year, I think, possibly, on the unlimited account, and then we'll show them exactly how to build it. So if they buy the Groove from me, they're going to get my full ChatAmmo account on the unlimited account for 1 year for free. So they're going to save another $400 odd. I'm going to give them all my membership sites and all this sort of thing. So I want you to put your offer together. Right, so we've hopefully got your product or your affiliate side of things that we're actually going to be looking through. And you've got a Facebook page, because we want your Facebook page to be linked to ChatAmmo, because this is going to make the whole thing work an awful lot easier, a whole lot better. We'll really have to work in this. We have to work in this in as many ways as possible. So obviously, when you're using ChatAmmo, we aren't just concentrating on Facebook. We're going to multi-publish. So we're going to publish to all of various social medias. So we're not only going to publish to Facebook, we're going to publish to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. If you've got WordPress, we're going to auto post to WordPress. We're going to do the whole lot. And I also want you guys on YouTube as much as possible. Now, you might not like being on video, but at 40% of $2,500, it's worth going on video for. You're going to make an awful lot of money, and it's really easy. Right, so your sales funnel should be made by now. If it's not, then remember, grab your free sales funnels that I've done with your opt-in pages. We want to get them in on a free opt-in, right? We want to build your list. That's our main priority right now. When Groove starts doing out their lives, when they're doing their relaunches, this is where your list is going to come into its own, because you're already going to have the list there. They're going to be doing the lives, and you can go in and you can just send the traffic straight to them. And we're going to do that via making up a direct link. So as soon as they click this link, as soon as they click anybody else's videos, then what's going to happen is you're going to get the credit for the sale. Now, I'll tell you the truth, this is not really in this particular training, but I'm going to be doing it anyway. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hanging fire up until a load of people make a load of Groove reviews, which is where they get the more sales from. And I'll probably end up targeting their traffic on their ads. So they'll do all the hard work. I'll come in, I'll pay around about penny, 2 pence per click, and I'll get all their traffic straight onto mine. Now, I'm not bothered if I get half of the Groove affiliate sales. I'm not bothered if I get the full Groove affiliate sales, but I would suggest you do the same. So I'll be showing everybody in this group exactly how to do all that as well, because that's the way we want to do it. So the most important thing that we need to do is we need to drive traffic. We need to start owning our traffic. We don't just want to have our traffic stuck on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all this stuff. We need it as our own, because anytime that they want, they can pull the plug on your whole traffic source. So if you're relying just on Facebook or just on LinkedIn or just on Instagram or Twitter or wherever it is, they can pull the plug on you any single time that they want, and you will lose all of your traffic. And there's no worse feeling in the world than when you've been working really hard to build your traffic source up, and all of a sudden somebody just takes it away from you. It happened with Google when they keep on doing the Google slap, which I think is hilarious. I mean, it's so funny. They do it on Google, they do it all over the place. And the thing is once you've built your traffic, then that makes you a viable company. That means you've now got to get out as well, right? So if you've got a decent sized email list, people buy your email list. So the likes of I forgot Snapchat. Snapchat got offered to buy off Facebook, and he refused to sell. It was something ridiculous that they offered him as well. He refused to sell, and so what they done was they went and done Instagram, and then turned Instagram pretty much like Snapchat. And the only reason why they offered all this money, they could have built Snapchat easily themselves. The only reason why they offered all this money was because of his list, because of what he actually had. So your list is so important. So I like to think of traffic as my little cloud in the sky, right? So we have my little cloud, and that's where all the traffic is. All the traffic belongs to various different people, right? Everybody's got traffic coming to them and on various types. Now, I want other people's traffic, right? So I want somebody who's already went out and made a name for themselves. I want their traffic. So they've already got my ideal people. So the likes of people that I would go to target is the likes of Russell Brunson, Mike Filsaime, Tony Robbins, various people like this who's already got the business, the digital marketing side of people already in their lists. So the traffic can come from your email list, your most important source. This is your most important asset. This is what we're all about building up, is your email list, right? Remember, even Messenger isn't as safe as your email list. Your email list, you can contact anytime you want. If there's many offers as you want, you can do absolutely everything, right? And if nobody can ever take it away from you. So if you've got GrooveMail, which is what I'm suggesting you use because they've got all them different SMTP servers on there, or you can use Chatamo with all their different SMTP servers. What it means is it means that you're never going to be switched off. Your email list is going to be there forever, right? So it's now time to start building that email list and start sending out offers to them. Another thing you've got is you've got influencers, right? So we've got email lists, we've got influencers. This is another way you can drive traffic. They've already got your perfect traffic, the likes of Russell Brunson. And so this is something that you need to be looking at as well. Next bit, you can spend a bit of money. Easiest way, if you haven't got much time, you're either going to sacrifice time or money. There's no two ways about to get traffic. Now, sacrificing money can be a really good thing. I do it quite often. I normally run quite a few different ads. But if you do it the right way, the way that I keep on showing you guys, the way that I'll be going really deep diving into, you're going to get your traffic for almost free. It's about a penny a click. What I normally end up paying by the time we've enhanced the thing a whole lot. And the last one is other people's influencers. So other influencers. So you can influence yourself or you can use other influencers. Right. So let's say for now you don't have any of these, right? You just say starting off, you haven't got a list, you haven't got a name for yourself, you're not known as an influencer, you haven't got any money, and you don't know any big influencers who have the list that you have, right? So we need to start from ground zero. We're going to start building a reputation a little bit. That's the most important part. And what I want to happen is I want you to be starting selling. I want you to make sales today. We're not messing about. We want to have the whole sales thing going. We want to drive traffic to your offer, which I've just put a new offer up, which is free, right? So a free Chatamo account, which is pretty damn awesome. 1,500 subscribers. So that is an offer you can get people in there for free to get your email list together, right? So as soon as they sign up for that, they get a load of membership things for free, which then keeps on pushing Chatamo, which will then get your commissions built up, right? So we'll give them a special offer at $4.99, I think it is, and you get 40% of $4.99. All right, so this will pay for all of your advertising, and you want as many people free as possible. All right, the more people you can get into your group, in your email list, in your Messenger, in everything else, the better it is for you, because now we can start selling them all sorts of different things. We normally run sales pitches for around about 6 days, so we're not getting annoying to them. We're just giving them good value, and we're always continuing giving them good value. So what can we use? So we've got nothing at all, and we need to find a way to start getting our posts done. Hi, Sean. I'm new here. Is this part of your Digital Marketing Manifesto Guide 1 series? Yeah, Jan, it's just part of my teachings in general, because I want all you guys to make as much money as possible. So hence why I do all this sort of teaching stuff. So this is stuff that's worked for me and worked for me really well. So I want you guys to have the same sort of thing. I actually just put up a video about how much I took and all my groove sales and things like this. And this is what I want you guys to be able to do. I want you to be able to go out and actually start mastering this whole thing. If you want the Groove link, if you're not already in Groove, give us a shout and I'll send you over a Groove link. And remember, you can get the upgrade for free and all the rest of it. Right, so we're going to look at your Dream 100. And your Dream 100 are the likes of influencers, YouTubers, Facebookers, bloggers, Instagram, hashtags, list owners, groups, everything like this. Everybody who owns the traffic that you want, right? So these are people that actually have what you want. Now, I don't know what niche everybody's in. They're all in different niches, hopefully. So you might be in the real estate niche, in which case you would go out and you'd find 100 people within the real estate niche who have your dream traffic, right? Really easy to do. You go on YouTube, you can find hundreds of them straight away. And you want the ones with decent high things. You can also do searches on Facebook groups. You can do searches in the blogs and the whole Google thing, so you can find them there. You can do the Instagram, just do the hashtag research. Chattermo's got all that built in for you, so it's all dead easy. But if the influencers don't reply, don't worry, we're going to be coming back to that. I know there's a lot of people who write off to various different influencers and they get nowhere. But I don't want that to put you off, because what happened, well, I'll tell you myself. What happened to me was obviously I'm not a big time marketer. I'm not a Mike Filsaime out there. I'm not one of these Russell Brunson people, nothing like this. However, I use the Dream 100 quite often myself. Now, one of the people in Dream 100 was Russell Brunson's mentor, who was Mike Filsaime. So what I done was, I couldn't get directly in contact with Mike Filsaime. It was a bit of a nightmare. So what I done was, one of the members in here actually really specialized in Groovecart, and he got me involved with the people who have the Groovecart section of it. So I went and explained Chatamo to him. He loved it and wanted it really badly. So then when I got in contact with Mike Filsaime, I could drop this guy's name into it, and suddenly Mike Filsaime become available. I showed him my software, and straight away after I showed him software, he said, right, we need to be on a live, and so all the different things, right? Which is how come I've got with Mike Filsaime. Now I'm also going after a load of other big time influencers as well, because we want Chatamo to be the biggest it can be. We want all of you guys to have success. That's why I'll give you all early offers. Right. The best of it is, even if they don't reply back to us, we can still use their audiences to sell, right? So we don't need them to really write back to us as such. If Mike Filsaime hadn't wrote back to us, I could go out and I could target his audience very, very easily. All I would do is I'd go onto YouTube, I'd target Mike Filsaime's videos, and I would then put little ad in the Mike Filsaime's videos. I can do the same with Russell Brunson. I could do the same with anybody at all. And Facebook does exactly the same thing as well. You can borrow their audiences. You can pay $5, borrow that person's audience, and you're away at the races, right? You've got everything that that person needs. Obviously, do a landing page that is completely tailor-made to that person. You want to niche down as much as possible. So if I was going after Russell Brunson's audience, I actually did a page on that the other day. If I was going after Russell Brunson's audience, I would put the ad out for Russell Brunson's audience, and I would have a landing page that fits that audience exactly, right? So I wouldn't be sort of half-assed about it. I wouldn't be trying to get everybody in there. If you're trying to appeal to everybody, you're going to appeal to nobody. So we're going to really niche down the whole thing. Right, so Dream 100 is the people who's perfect for you. They have the attention of your perfect customers, right? This is the bit that you want. You're wanting attention, right? At the minute, if you've got none of those other parts that I've already went through, you haven't got attention as yet, right? Money follows attention, right? Before you can get anybody's money, you need to have their attention, which is why you did the hook story offer thing, right? So what I'm not talking about is I'm not talking about spamming groups, right? Now, you see this all of the time. It drives me nuts. When people go in there and they just keep on have a look at my funnel, look at my funnel, look at my funnel, I'm selling this, or when they email you and they're trying to sell you something, but they haven't even read what you're all about, it drives me lolly flip. I got somebody the other day trying to sell me a chatbot. I own a chatbot company. I own sales floors. I was much more advanced than yours. Why don't you read me? Honestly, sorry, bit of a rant, but people aren't actually looking into people who they're trying to sell to. It's stupid. They're completely wasting the time. And I don't know, I've never actually seen anybody who's been successful with that method of trying to get hold of people. So we're going to multiply your reach by getting that one person to engage, right? So that one special person. So if like me, it's going to be Mike Filsaime when I do the live. That's going to multiply my reach. I'm not stopping Mike Filsaime. Obviously, I'm going to continue getting more and more people in here. So I need to increase that reach by getting these people to engage, which is the important part. And that's done through the signals, right? Now, this is signals that Facebook gets from you. Now, this is where you use Chatamo as well on your auto posting thing. So when you post with Chatamo, I want you to set up the auto comments. I want you to set up the auto replies. I want you to set up the like in the comments. I want you to set up all of that for every single post that you do, right? Not the auto comments for every post, the auto replies for every post. And what that's doing is it sends signals over to Facebook and Instagram that you've got really engaging content, right? And if you've got engaging content, that's what these businesses survive on. That's what Facebook survives on. They survive on people having a load of great content and people coming to their platform to read their great content. So that's what we're going to be doing. Right. And this is what makes this stuff go viral, right? The more people that interact with it, the more people who like it, share it, comment it, the more it's going to go viral. Now, one thing I would say, if you're in this group, try and, if you see anybody else in the group making any sort of posts, try and go in there and try and like, comment on their posts, right? First off, it'll help them no end. Second off, get your name out there, particularly if you put in an intelligent comment. Don't just put something stupid. But if you put in an intelligent comment, then people's going to start knowing you as well and go, well, hang on, he's an expert too. So I'll follow him as well, right? This way, you're getting your name out there as well. So you want to be commenting on every single post you see that is relevant to you, which you can add value to. So I'm going to do this in the old way, right? Now, there's an old way of marketing and there's a new way. Excuse me, just while I have a quick drink there. So, now the old way, a lot of people are still teaching this way. And it does still work to a degree. However, not as well as what the new way does. So what happens is somebody sets up a post. And once they put the post out there, they email off their email list. They hopefully get an influencer to boost the post as well. So they kind of tell them. They put it on the Facebook page. They spend a little bit of money on it. And they post in the groups. And they do all that all together, right? But what happens is, because Facebook sees all of the action suddenly going into one post, then it treats that post as an event, right? Which I'm sure. So treating that post as events to social media. Now, what that means is, because they treat it as an event, they mean it's not going to have very much longevity. Now, if it hasn't got much longevity, then what happens is it sort of pops a little bit and then burns out really, really fast. What we need to do instead is we need to, where are we at? Right? We need to do explosive growth, right? Now, the explosive growth is you put up a post and you give it to that one special person, this person who's already got your people. Now, with any luck, he shares that post, which obviously will make it really attractive to him. I'll show you how to do that. He shares that post and 3 other people might like, comment it, or whatever. Now, they're going to also share this post. And so this is where it becomes viral. It becomes viral in a wave. So that's your first wave, this person. Second wave, then later on, we're going to send to our email list. Then we're going to use a YouTube video on it. We're going to invite people to YouTube. We might spend $5 ad on it. We're going to do all these various different bits, but at different times, right? We're going to space them out around about 2 to 4 hours every time. Don't worry about being there and doing all of this. You can automate it all with Chatamo, right? So just automate the whole thing. And what this does is gives it long-term longevity. So it means that Facebook isn't going to kill the actual post that you've done in the next day, right? Which they do quite often. So this is going to give it the whole longevity that you need, and it's going to start getting in there. So when they like, comment, and share, and engage on social media, then the post will reach even more people because it's shown as a popular post. All of a sudden, Facebook sees that as a popular post. Instagram sees it as a popular post. So they're showing to more and more people. And you're not then limited by the amount of people you've got. So all of a sudden, you aren't limited just to people on your page. Because of the people sharing it, then what happens is you're getting their people coming in as well. So you're borrowing their traffic. So this means, because it comes in waves, it makes it go more viral. Don't know why I've got that twice. So everyone sharing at one time. An event, everyone on waves, you're looking a lot more organic. So you're going to get a lot more lifetime out of your thing. Because a lot of people think Facebook traffic doesn't last very long. And if you're doing the old way marketing, that's right. It actually lasts a terrible amount of time. I think it's around about an hour or something like this if you do one big pop. This is why when you put out posts on your page and you see all these different pages that put out posts and say, comment below for your free guide to whatever it is. Right now, if they've done that the silly way, what's going to happen is they just put on their Facebook page and the personal page, and that's it. Right? They're stuck. All of a sudden, they're not going to be able to get that traffic, and they're not going to be able to do an awful lot. But because they're asking for engagement, more people's going to be seeing that because people comment below on the whole thing. Now, you're not technically meant to ask for comment below. What I say is drop us a DM and I'll send over your DM. Nobody ever drops you a DM. You always just comment below. Now, you don't go in there and answer that straight away. If you go in there and answer that straight away, what then happens is you get the whole little pop effect because you're doing it all in one time. I normally leave around about an hour before answering anybody. So I'll answer one person an hour, then I'll go back and answer another person an hour, and then that gets it more and more viral all of the time. But when I answer when I answer them, 9 times out of 10, I'll try and ask them a question, which they'll then reply back to. So I'll say, hi, I've dropped you a DM over, your thing's waiting for you. By the way, what is your niche, right? We just want more engagement, and that's how it's going to do. But we're not going to post it directly to our Facebook page. We're going to post it to our Facebook business page and then share it from our Facebook business page with all the automations attached to it via ChatAmo. The reason why we're doing this is because now we can collect all of the audience that's went to that post, and we can collect them as our pixel, right? So we're now building up an audience of people who's interested in that. We know they're interested in that. So later on, when we're running ads, we've got the ads to the exact people who have already put their hands up and shown us that they're interested in it. Right. So how to promote a post organically. My God, my spelling is bad. Right. So let's have a look. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and promote as much as organically as possible. So first thing, we can send it to an email list. We can send it to a Facebook group. Now, if you send it to a Facebook group, make sure you find groups that don't mind you posting. So the thing I always like to do is write to the group owner and say, hi, I've just got this content I think would be really valuable for your people. Would you mind if I shared it in your group? If you ask them, 9 times out of 10, they'll say yes, right? Don't spam them though, please. Don't just put out a load of crap. Try and put as much value in there as possible. Your friends, a lot of your friends will actually know your ideal clients, right? Now, I know it doesn't seem like, and you've just got a lot of friends on there that don't do an awful lot, but they do actually know your ideal clients. Reach out to your friends who are in the particular groups that you're interested in. Say hello. So many people's got a load of friends in their Facebook that they've never even messaged. That's wasted money. You're building up your friends to make you more money. You're not trying to pitch them straight away. You give them value. What is it? You don't sell. We are persuading, right? We are giving them something that they already want. They just don't know it yet, right? Next, you can put some money in ads, right? I'm not talking huge amounts of money. We're talking $5, right? And all you're going to do is you're going to boost that ad as an engagement, right? It's so cheap. And the first thing it does, it gets other people seeing your content, right? So if we're boosting an ad for $5, it's not going to break the bank, but it's going to bring an awful lot more people in to start knowing you as that particular expert. Now, if you don't like doing videos and you don't like doing postings and things like this, you can share any of my videos. I would suggest when you share my videos, you make up the link inside of Groove so that you get the automated link. So that if you make a sale through one of my videos, then you get the commission, right? Don't want to miss out on the commission. Next, you've got your 3-liner comments. If you're going to be leaving a comment, always make sure it's got quite a few words in it, right? So we're not just putting up yeah or things like this. We're putting up a constructive comment on any post that we see. We can tag people. Now, this is another bit that some people tend to cock up, the tagging. We're going to come on to that a little bit later. But don't just go out and tag a load of people. Like, people do that and it drives me nuts. Normally about crypto as well. It's always crypto people. And you can also embed it on your website as well. Now, the embedding on the website obviously helps you with Google. The more content you have, the longer people stay on your pages, then the better it is for you, which is why I always say put a chatbot on your sales pages and your websites and everywhere else, because that sends a signal to Google that people spend longer on your page and therefore they're going to buy more, right? So they'll show it to more people. So you might not have all of these yet, but we're coming towards that. Why we're doing this sort of systematically and starting off from this base bottom bit, basically to doing it all for free or $5. This is to start building up you as an expert, right? So your $5 engagement ad spend, what you would then do is you would target the audience of the influencers that you've already picked out for your Dream 100. I was talking about it yesterday. So you're going to find people who are heavily known within the industry. So if I was going for them, I would probably go for Russell Brunson. I like targeting his audience. They're easy to sell to, and they fit my exact target audience. Now, again, hopefully you've got a niche and you're niching down a little bit. So when you're niching down, you can actually go out and target that particular niche. So, for example, if you're just going out and trying to sell chatbots, then unless you're going to be doing this every sort of day, then selling chatbots as a whole thing is quite difficult. That's why we've got so many different features. However, if you're going out and let's say you're going to sell to real estate agents, the way I would sell to real estate agents is I would target down, I'll call them out on every post, right? I would call out what they call themselves. And on that post, I would then show maybe one benefit. So I would show the QR codes on sales boards and explain how come QR codes will get more engagement because people don't have to remember a telephone number or a website. So you can just scan the QR code and straight away they're in their chatbot and they're going to start selling them. I would also, the next post I might make is all about estate agents and how posting on Facebook, we can get more organic traffic to them, and we can start using Chat Ammo to get more engagement. So I would go down that whole line. I'll keep on doing these various different things. Now, the more often you post, the more Facebook loves you, the more all social media loves you. So the more often that you post, the more often you're going to get these people coming back, and you're going to get your stuff shown an awful lot. So we can do other stuff, but we don't want to do it at all time, right? So we can do everything, but remember, we're not doing it all in one go. We're not trying to just blast the whole lot. We're not doing the emails, the influencers, the ads, the whole lot all in one go, because then your ads are not going to last for 2 minutes. You're not going to get a chance to go viral, right? So everything's based around your Dream 100. We need you to go out and find your ideal people, right? Now, I've got quite a few different Dream 100s for the various different niches that I cover. So I cover quite a lot of niches. I'm not suggesting you do the same. It's a bad idea. It means you've got to work an awful lot harder. But I've got quite a few different Dream 100s that I'll go out and I'll target them on particular days, depending on what mood I'm in. I might be in a restaurant mood one day. So I can go out and I can target all them. So the type of post that you want to be making is photo posts, video posts, and conversational starting posts, right? So conversational start post is ask somebody a question about your particular niche. You know your affiliate marketer when, and then let them comment on it. What's your number one problem with affiliate marketing? Have you had this problem with affiliate marketing? All of this kind of thing, just to get a conversation going and to get people to put their hands up and show you that they're an affiliate marketer, right? This is going to get the word out. So we're going to tag an influencer. And again, this is the caveat of why we're going to tag an influencer. We're only going to tag the influencer if it promotes them, right? And what I mean by that, if you're going out and you're just tagging influencers, like if I was going out and I was tagging Russell Brunson in one of my posts, he's going to go, what the hell is he tagging me for? I have no idea who he is. I've no idea why he's tagging us. It's got nothing to do with me. Rubbish. However, if I'm wearing a Funnel Hacker t-shirt, right, and then I tag Russell Brunson, and yeah, listen, I love the Funnel Hack, got the Funnel Hack t-shirt on, doing all this sort of thing. This I'm actually doing in conjunction with ClickFunnels. Then I can tag Russell Brunson, and all of a sudden, because I'm advertising him and his business, ClickFunnels, then he's going to be quite happy about being tagged in it. So if you're making up a post and you're using Chat Ammo, you tag me in that particular post. I'm going to come in and I'm going to comment on that post. I'm going to give you more gumption in that post. And the same will happen for most people out of your Dream 100, right? So if you're tagging them in the posts, they're going to come in and they're going to go, right, okay, well, it's quite nice. And then you're borrowing off their authority. So their authority is now giving you authority as well, because they're coming in and doing it. Remember, only tag them if it promotes them, right? So don't just tag them for some unknown reason. So the t-shirt idea, which as I said, also sharing the group. Right now, make sure you ask the group owner if it's okay for you to share particular things. There is a lot of groups out there that don't mind you sharing. You can go out and just share as much as what you want to, but always try and add value. You want to, every bit that you put up, you want to look as though you know what you're talking about. So you want to be the choice that people make when they've got a decision to make. So if they're looking for an answer, they're going to look for you and they're going to come straight to you. There's a guy I'm masterminding with at the moment called Myron Golden, right? I'll give anybody the link who wants it, if you give us a shout if you want it. And what he's teaching is he gives more, make more offers, right? The man is awesome. And he's possibly the best presenter out there, but he's so well known amongst everybody else that he is the ideal person. So if Myron want to come in and post in the group, you'd be over the moon if he tagged you. It's that sort of person. And he works an awful lot with the likes of Brunson and all these other different things. So in your comments, when you're using in the groups, you can tag somebody that's active in that community. This works really well. If you ever go into the Groove group, then there's a lot of time when people ask about who's best at Groovecard. And every single time they ask that, I always tag Christian in it, because I know Christian's good at Groovecard. Now, Christian's a cool bloke, so I would tag him anyway. He's a nice fella. I use a Chat Ammo a lot, so obviously he's awesome. But by me tagging Christian, it's giving Christian more credibility. And when Christian has more credibility, Christian goes out and he sells more Chat Ammo, because all of a sudden his credibility is increasing. Now, if you go out and you start tagging people and you've got your own blue water, yeah. Instead of your red oceans, you've got out and you made your own blue water, which I've talked about before. All of your competition now becomes your allies, right? Because you've made your own pond, and all the people who used to be a competition, and now your allies, you can now have them promoting you at the same time as what you're promoting them. So if they've got an offer, say for Martin's offer, Martin Bodica has a software that he uses quite a lot. I can go out and promote Martin's software because it complements my software, right? Whereas otherwise, I'm kind of in competition with everybody else. But because our oceans are completely blue, but we still appeal to the same customers, then it's worth us going on there. So it's worth you going to podcasts, that's some podcasts if they remind you being on things such as this and get your credibility up there. Right. So you give them credibility, bring up the members, and you can see their friends. Oh, right, that's it. Sorry. I had to read the whole thing through there. Right. When you're in groups, then up the top of the group, you've got a load of little pictures. You can click on those pictures and you can see who's already a friend in those groups. Now, if you can already see who's a friend in those groups, that means you can tag them in those groups, right? Which is awesome because then it goes more viral. And friends like to be tagged on something that we'll find interesting. So if you've got a friend that's in a group and there's a particular subject that's being talked about that your friend might know about or might be interested in, tag them into it. All of a sudden now you're giving extra value to that person again, and you give them more credibility as well. So again, you can add $5 to your post and start amplifying it, right? So not only are you sharing it in the groups, you can add $5 to it and start amplifying it as well, right? So we're doing all this with about 2 to 4 hour gaps in between, right? So you're uplifting all of the influencers. So everybody who's in your Dream 100, you're starting to pop up on their radar because you're tagging them on content that's on helping them as well. So all of a sudden they begin to notice you a little bit more. So you go from being Sean Mack, nobody actually knows him, to Sean Mack, hey, that's the fellow who was on with Michael Philsane the other week. That's the fellow who's doing a thing with What's His Face next week. And all of this way. So people start knowing you, liking you, and trusting you an awful lot faster. Always make sure you've allowed cross-posting on. You want people to share your posts. And I see so many people post something up that's really good, and then they don't have the share option on, which is silly because all of a sudden they're losing all that client. Remember, you're sharing from your business page. So share from your business page, have the share option on, let other people share it. And all that time you're collecting your audience. So you're pixelating everybody who comes in and interacts with your post. Even if they've only stopped on your post for a little while, you're still going to get a good pixel on it. Right. So we're going to wait between 2 to 4 hours before the second wave, then 2 to 4 hours before the third wave, so on and so forth. Remember, you can automate this. You don't automate an awful lot of this, so you don't need to be bothering all the time. Right now, if you've got the ChatAmo Unlimited, I've got 127 pages in mine. So I can put a post and then have it every 2 hours coming up on every single different page, right? Which is then going to get me an awful lot more virility. I can then have it coming into LinkedIn, pointing back to the same thing. I can do all of these different things just to work. So it means I don't have to be there. I don't have to be sitting trying to answering all the questions and posting every 2 hours and commenting, send DMs and all this sort of thing. Also DM people as well. If you put a post up and it's a good post and you know that somebody in your list would be interested, in your DMs would be interested in your friends list, write to them, write a DM, say, hey, have you seen this post? Right up your street. They're going to go in, they're going to comment on it 9 times out of 10. And so you get more virility there as well. Right, so we're going to create a lot of hooks. The most important thing is you never know which hook's going to take off, right? There's a lot of offers that I make. Some of them I think are awesome, but I haven't got the right hook that's got people to get in there. So we need the most content that you can create, but full of different kind of hooks. It's like I was saying before about the realtors. One of the hooks might be about the QR codes on their for sale signs. What that might hook a few people. But going to be the different ways that I actually do it to do the hook. So there was a one I seen the other week, which was awesome. Somebody's ad, it was, are you using the wrong tools for the job? And it was somebody with a golf club and a football trying to put it down the golf club hook, right? Awesome. Suddenly got me attention because it was a hook. It grabbed me attention. And then I suddenly found out about what the software was. It was really quite cool. That's the sort of thing what you're going to do. So you never know quite hook's going to work. You don't know what your content's going to work. So put out a lot of content, right? Make sure your content's all good quality, but put out as much content as you can. This is why you're going to get them in. So the way we're going to do it is you've got your page, you're going to post to your page, spend $5 if you want to, you don't need to. If you haven't got the $5 to spend, don't go out spending money that you haven't got. Please don't do that. If you've got $5 spare, it's worth boosting your post because you're going to start building your reputation, which is what you're going to live on. You're going to use your Dream 100 to find your ideal people. You're going to write to your people. You're going to engage with them. You're going to get them to land on your sales page, which is the most important part. You want them to your funnel so they can buy stuff. You want them on your chatbot. You want them in your sales flow. a chatbot in your sales flow will sell to them. Remember, you can do your whole e-commerce setup right inside Chat Ammo, and you can lead them down an entire conversation. People might not buy for you the first time, and so that's why it's important to get them in your chatbot, in your email list, and things like this, so you can continue to give them value about what it is that you're offering them. And then finally, you want to become a buyer. So really simple. So we're going to collect all the people who engaged in your actual post. So everybody who engaged, comment, liked, shared, anything like that, we're going to collect all those via the Facebook Pixel. We're also going to collect the actual buyers, right? Now, the actual buyers is your gold dust. The buyers you're going to collect on a Facebook Pixel inside of your funnel on the buying page, right? So as soon as they click that buying page, you're going to pixel them, right? As soon as they pixeled, once somebody's a buyer, it's what is it? Once a buyer, always a buyer. Until you do something really stupid, such as post something bad, upset somebody, or completely give them bad service, right? Once somebody's bought off you, it's so easy to continue selling them. That's why how come upsells work much better than what just regular pages do, because once somebody's bought, they're in that buying frame of mind, so they're much more likely to see upsell. Normally, about 20 to 30% of all of your traffic will take an upsell, which is pretty damn good. Search Facebook for your topic and join the groups. When you search Facebook for your topic as well, your niche, I should say. When you search Facebook for your niche, you're going to find not only groups, you're going to find pages, you're going to find people who's made posts about your particular subject. So no matter what your niche is, if you type in that niche in your Facebook search bar, people will come up talking about that particular thing. Now, all those people who's talking about that particular thing, you can now add them as a friend and start interacting with them, start engagement with them. These could be part of your Dream 100 because they're already starting doing it. So pages post to groups, don't worry about that. So save all the people that are doing it, that are actually talking about, all the people in the groups who's doing it, add them as friends, add value to them, add value to their posts. Make sure you comment on their posts. And we're starting to introduce you as the whole thing. So we're starting to introduce you as the expert. So people are going to start coming to watch you. So final note, easy thing to do. First post on your page, promote the post, engage with the post, and influencers. 3 steps. Now, if you do those 3 steps consistently, you are going to get an awful lot more traffic and you're going to get an awful lot more sales, right? Please don't do this. Don't post on your Facebook page or your private page directly on your private page. Don't give the actual, another thing I never understand why people do, don't give the actual URL to where you want them to go to, right? Because then you're not going to get engagement. People are just going to click on the URL and then go there. You want it so they're going to engage with you, so they're going to ask you for the URL. The reason why I want to ask for the URL is because Facebook sees all this as signs, and therefore your signs work an awful lot better, and you get more engagement and go more viral. So that's it. My little rant for the day. Really simple. Hopefully, it's made some sense. If anybody's got any questions, I'll be over the moon answering any questions, or I will be going to meet live pretty shortly for my mastermind thing and trying to learn some stuff. My titles are terrible. Trying to learn some stuff and trying to get more intelligent, which, let's face it, shouldn't be too difficult. But please, guys, go out, start posting, start sharing from your business page, start using Chat Ammo, and start getting those crowds into your various different offers, right? Your offers isn't one product, remember. Your offers is an entire system, right? Your offers are what you're going to be selling long term. We're going to make long term money. We're not just after short term money. So if you sell them Chat Ammo, you know they're going to be interested in Groove Funnels. If you sell them Groove Funnels, you know they're going to be interested in Chat Ammo. From Groove or Chat Ammo, then we know that they're interested in that particular thing. We can then go out and start selling various different stuff. So they might be into affiliate marketing. We then go into JVZoo and do product launches to all of our email lists. We can do absolutely anything at all that we want to do. We can sell them a done-for-you service. We can sell them absolutely everything because now you're known and now you're trusted. So anyway, that's it for today. Hopefully it's been some use to you guys. If it has, that'd be awesome. I'm going to be doing a little bit more in-depth ones over the next few days because I think it's about time we got the traffic thing all sorted out. Hopefully, I keep on getting told that I go too high level. So I'm hoping this isn't too high level. I'm hoping this is giving you at least an overview of what you should be doing. I'll probably have a one-pager. I'll put the one page together so you can actually work your way through the one page as well. I'll post that out later on once I finish the mastermind. Maybe tomorrow. And then that's it, guys. All right, thanks so much for watching and speak soon.